Well, I'm here getting ready to come out of Gunville, Yeager Road. That would be the shortest way home. I'm going to go the long way. Road I hadn't been on for a while. I'm on the KPX today. I guess the camera's getting it. I've got this road on other videos. The reason I didn't record it. Make sure you don't fall anything. This here's Route 87. It gets a good bit of traffic on it. It's actually a little bit chilly today, even with my jacket. Once you get up to speed. I ain't been this road for a good while, so I might overshoot it. Where I started the video is in Mason County, probably a mile and a half, 2 miles from the county line, maybe not that far from the Jackson County line. Probably 7-8 minutes get me home that way, but it's too pretty of a day to go straight home and do nothing. I think we're getting pretty close. It's almost right across from Leon Baden Road. I got it on a good bit of videos. That's it. I didn't expect to come up on it that fast. I don't know what, get him in a second. This thing got pretty touchy brakes on it. Camera probably won't pick up, but my back tire was trying to squall just a little bit when I had stopped fairly. I mean, when I slowed down like that. Anyways, this end here is Kinsey Durst. We'll be coming out on Cow Run. Takes us out to Cottageville, West Virginia. I'm showing 3 bars now, but I'll probably go ahead and get gas from in Cottageville. In this southern end of Jackson County, I don't know a whole lot. I'm pretty sure this is the way. I knew the road forked off, but I didn't think it forked off that soon. This is it. In this southern end of Jackson County, there's 3 gas stations I know of that sells the non-ethanol gas. I can't remember whether it's 90 or 91 octane, but the same guy owns all 3 stations. 21 Country Market, which is a hardware store and old like convenience store, J Mart, and C Mart. C Mart's the one at Cottageville. J Mart's the one at Millwood, just right down the road from Cottageville. We'll be getting to Cottageville today. I'm normally not very picky about it anymore, but with the cooler nights we've been getting and having more than one motorcycle, my KLR, I was riding it too much. It was new to me. I was riding the KLR so much and wasn't riding these bikes here much. I mean, these smaller ones. I got this one and another smaller one. And these are actually better for these kind of roads. This one ain't got any better tires than the KLR. Might even be just a hair worse. I mean, both of them got good tread, and so does the KLR tires, but I mean, neither one of them is really cut out for anything besides gravel and dry conditions, and both sets is pretty good on the road. This has got the stock one on the back, which is kind of like a directional mild 50-50 or something, and the front one I replaced it with a Doro because it pretty much matched the back. But I got a brand new set of waypoints waiting for these to wear out. This bike will be seeing some mud, a little bit more muddy conditions after I do that. I've had it in mud before and I don't like it, but it's at least light enough. Acts a lot like that KLR. Ass didn't kick sideways first time wheel turns over on the back. But KLR is a lot harder to catch. I'm long-legged enough that as long as that KLR don't try to get on the side, I can catch it easy, and this thing here is easy to catch. I've only had this thing down one time. I mean, it only went down on me one time, and it was just like somebody opening a trap door and dumping you. I mean, it just happened so fast. Wasn't time to react or anything. It was in a creek. I was going down a creek bed and had some water in it, but I wasn't in a very deep spot. Might not have happened if I was in a deeper spot. But them old flat rocks had that old slimy brown algae stuff on them, and I didn't even think of it. And I just went down like a ton of bricks. And then when I got off the bike, I mean, to try to stand back up again, it was hard to stand up. And when I did straighten the bike back up and decided to turn around, not go any farther on that creek, it was so slick that my front wheel was skidding in that stuff rather than turning my front wheel. It probably would have happened no matter what tires I had. Like I said, that was just like grease. Squirrels never make up their mind. Daggone. I can't remember what bike it was. Very possibly was this one. But I think I run over a squirrel on a video on one of my bikes. I tried to convince myself that I didn't, but I think I actually did. Somebody had muddy tires. This here didn't used to be a paved road. This is Cow Run, by the way. And if I think of it here in a little bit, when we go by, I'll show you a bridge that it's not very far at all from my house, but the bridge has been out for over a year. It might be coming up on getting closer to 2 years now. But this ain't far from my house at all. That is a bit extra 5-6 miles at that bridge. Some kind of bug or insect or something got on my glasses. I knew if I tried to wipe it off, it would just smear it. I think we're about down to, my dad knew an old woman. Yeah, I think we're about down to her place. My dad knew an old woman on this road, and she actually would call him. Her husband drowned in one of their ponds, but she'd call my dad and he'd help her out on things. She lived up in here, but she owned all this. And anyway, we used to fish in them ponds, great big old bluegill. I mean, the kind that's big as an adult's hand. And had a good bit of bass in it too. They was up here on these banks. We're almost done with that bridge. I said not very far from my house. Now we're not as close as I thought when I seen them lights. I thought that was the road. I don't know if my camera picked up somebody down there in a Suburban or something. Okay, we're still a good little bit away, because I can't remember what this Antioch church is up on top of this little pole, I think. Real old church. I've never known them to have church in it, but it's been a high quality church at one time. The building will still be standing. Building will still be standing probably long after all of us are gone. Down there where that camper is the road where the bridge is out. Nice if I could squeeze by it somehow. There just ain't quite enough room. The other one looks like there's enough room on it. There just ain't enough room on that one. The bridge ain't... I'm in third gear. bridge ain't out. It just been deemed unsafe, I guess. Up here in a minute. Up here in a minute we'll be seeing a road that says Clarksburg Road. And anybody that's familiar with West Virginia, that could be kind of deceiving, because Clarksburg is a fairly major city in West Virginia, but this has nothing to do with it. It just takes you out to Bayou Ridge if you can get through there anymore. I put that shield down just for a minute because I didn't know whether the wind was making it hard to hear me or not. But when I put the shield down, I get a rattle. I don't record it real good quality because of upload time and all. I don't have real good internet. But it seems like the more out in the open you are, the better the videos turn out. If you're on a back road or something and it's brushy on the sides, my videos don't turn out as good. So I don't really know how this one will turn out. John Deere Road, what we're going to be passing next. That's John Deere Road. And the road kind of forks off. I thought it was right there. Okay, I see the sign up there where that SUV was at. The road kind of forks off. Both take you to Cottageville. One takes you right out into Cottageville. That Lone Oak takes you out on old 331. We'll go this way. I don't know which way is shortest. Cottageville. I mean, you hate to say too much about where people live. I mean, it's got some nicer places in it, but right down into what you would consider at one time the heart of Cottageville, I mean, it's in poor shape. And there was a doctor way before my time. I mean, he could have been dead for 100 years, but his house was still standing. Probably the biggest place in Cottageville until not real long ago, but it was so run down, and they finally tore it down. I do remember the general store being open. That's where our first color TV came from, and it's where my first good bicycle came from. Maybe my first bicycle, period. I think it was called Hunt's, but we always called it Lawrence's. Now this is 331. Both of them roads take you out to on 331, but the other way, which took me way farther up the road. I thought I was going that way, but I want to be sure. Anyways, this is Cottageville, just right here. And you can see the roof of the school there. I smell a dead deer. They got an elementary school They used to have a high school. I remember when I was in elementary school, I don't know if it was the high school, where the high school was still open, or junior high, but I remember that their basketball team would play Ripley. They were the Cottageville Golden Eagles, and Ripley is Ripley Vikings. Ravenswood Red Devils. There's Lawrence's store, Hunt's General Store. It was on that American Pickers, so it wasn't a great episode. And that where them blocks are is where the old doctor's place was. We used to catch a lot of drum in this creek. This is Mill Creek, not very far from the Ohio River. This is Route 3362. There's C-Mart. Good thing I had my shield down. That's not the pump. I normally don't give it here. Non-ethanol. The one down in Ripley's got a green tag on the pump. Well, thanks for watching.